We're talking about things to do in 2025. One of the most important things to do, and one of the bases of the Maryland Initiative work, is self-acknowledgement. Now, self-acknowledgement is not like self-esteem, where you judge yourself on outer characteristics like, do I look good? Did I do well? Self-acknowledgement is about saying, okay, I have gotten this far being myself. Not bad, right? I expect better, which is our ongoing, that's sort of the mantra currently that I'm using every day I get up and I say I expect better. But here the idea is self-acknowledgement means taking in some of the stuff that is not necessarily considered polite by society, like suspicion, like anger, like frustration. But these are all emotions that are there to help you move forward. I want to talk about suspicion. Now, we are shamed because if we think bad of other people, we're bad. That's crazy. Obviously, everything is a double-edged sword. It can be, excessive. It can become paranoia or whatever. But on a more ordinary level, suspicion is an essential part of having common sense. Everything around us is a story. Okay, experience in real life does not happen in order. It's what we do to interpret and make sense of our experience. So when I talk about suspicion, what I really mean is apply common sense. So if you're watching something, let's say about financial literacy, and someone's saying, well, you should do this, whatever it is, watch it or read it, but then ask yourself, why are they doing this? What do they get out of it? Okay, now for people like me, I do what I do because I get enormous pleasure when I am able to help other people because I feel useful and purposeful. There are people who really are the same as me. They like it, they do it because it makes them feel good, they're happy to share what they've gone through. But then there are lots of other people, things and places where honestly, they want your money, or they want your time, or they want something that is yours. In 2025, heighten your common sense, heighten your awareness that other people have agendas. Be aware, and common sense is thinking through what you've been told and saying, well, it sounds like it makes sense, or saying it doesn't. And if it doesn't, then don't discard it because everybody has a grain of truth, right? The idea is you say, okay, what did I like about this thing that I just read or saw or spoke to or whatever? And let me go and do my own research. More than ever, there's so much media, there's so many books about everything, there's so much everybody trying to do everything. It's very hard to sort through. Part of the world is all about commerce, and the idea is to get you excited and not to think too hard, because if you think too hard, you might not give them your money. So get into that habit. Get into that habit of just, the word that I would use is be a little circumspect, which is how I am, which is I'm not suspicious. I'm not suspicious. And I try to understand their motives. And then once I understand their motives, I revisit the information that I've been given. And then I see how that works for me. So this is part of working with your stronger self, because there's a part of us, the creative part of us, is playful and is a little kid and just wants to have fun. We need to protect that part very closely. So the idea that you call on the stronger self, who is kind of like a me, kind of a sensible but fun-loving person, but as someone who has great ordinary common sense, then you have another aspect of yourself that you can call on to protect you and help you make better decisions. So if you're enjoying the conversation, please join me on social media, come to a free webinar, and sign up for the newsletter.